What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on SoFi stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we caught this movement to the upside that brought us from entry point to the current price, about 10.5% of potential profit. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you what news might be the catalyst for upcoming weeks and months. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that we were in the consolidation phase. We barely broke this range of support that I marked previously, but on a daily time frame, if you switch to daily time frame, you can see that, let me show it to you, that this breakout below this range of support was nothing else but a wick, and we had a very strong support, and this candle is pretty much a hammer candle that shows the bullishness of this asset at least in the short-term perspective. And as you can see, it happened exactly as I predicted, and moreover, on my previous video and the video before my previous video, I caught this entire movement from its swing high to swing low, because right here at this moment I made my video before my previous video, and I've told you that most likely we should see this type of bounce to the upside and then another leg to the downside. And right before their earnings report, I also told you not to enter your long position, because most likely with anticipation of very good results in their earnings report, and they basically delivered these results, this asset might go lower. And it went lower because of the investors' anticipation, and they didn't like the pace of the growth of SoFi fundamentals. And I have to say that it is quite ridiculous explanation, but it is what it is. Stock market has a lot of unpredictable decisions, and this is one of them. So let's continue with the fundamental news, and let me show you first of all that on my previous video I've told you that it was the last chance for SoFi, and you could enter your position right here. And I've told you that from the investor standpoint only. And I also told you that if you want to catch the trade, you have to see more confirmation. And this confirmation didn't happen yet. So let's continue with the news itself. If you type in Google search bar SoFi stock and switch to news tab folder, definitely right after this massive spike in its price from its lowest point to its highest of more than 20%, we have a lot of bullish sentiment on the market. But I have to say that you can rely only on major signs, and one of the strongest sign is that Anthony Noto is consistently buying the stock of his own company. And on my previous video I've told you that he filed this, as you can see, this string that he bought 50,000 shares at the price of $4.7. And right after I made my previous video, he filed another, as you can see, another statement that he bought another 30,000 shares. And his total position is 6.38 million shares right now. And on top of that, he filed the position, he disclosed basically the position of his supports. And as you can see, he made it on May the 9th. And his supports made several purchases from the August of 2021 at the price of $13.97. And as you can see, these purchases wasn't the biggest ones, just 500 shares, 400 shares, 1000 shares on August the 20th. But the latest position, the latest add-ons to the position was quite significant. And as you can see, just 5 days ago, she also bought 19.8 thousand shares, and right now she owns 33.25 thousand shares. And this shows how strong this asset might be if Anthony Noto and his supporters consistently adding to their position. Definitely it is a very good sign. On top of that, let me show you that according to MarketBeat.com website, the consensus analyst price target is still at 42.83% above the current price, and it is $7.73 price target. But let me show you that the most recent filing right here made by Wedbush on May the 2nd downgraded the rating of SoFi with the price target that was set on $5 instead of $8 mark, which implies the downside potential from our current range of about 8.59%. And why did they do so? Let me show you their comment, and you can find it on, for example, on Seeking Alpha. And they stated basically, we fear that when SoFi starts selling loans again, there could be a material negative impact on the fair value of the loan portfolio, said analyst David Chiavarini. We believe SoFi not selling loans in Q1 could imply that gain on sale margins aren't trending at similar elevated levels to those generated last year, or that the market for loans may have weakened. So it is their anticipation, and we have a lot of conditions that should be met in order to see this negative impact on SoFi fundamentals. And as long as we don't see it on the market, why in the world you have to anticipate this type of events? In my opinion, it doesn't make sense. This means if you are investing in SoFi based on their fundamentals, you have to take a closer look on their financial results. You can find it right here on TradingView account. More financials, and you can find a lot of information, latest news, just simply by clicking this small icon. And for example, you can find this article, buckle up, SoFi stock could be heading for the moon. And definitely it is a very bullish article, based just on the title alone. But you have to keep in mind that these articles might have quite interesting details inside in order to be informative and in order to know the most bullish outcome and probably the most bearish one. And I have to say that I agree with this article in a part of the quite strong fundamentals, and despite the turbulence on the banking sector, SoFi stays strong. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect in the short-term perspective? I have to say that this movement to the upside definitely has higher volume than the previous one during this sideways movement, but it is lower than this movement harsh sell-off right after the earnings report. And to be on the positive side, we have to see the confirmation by the retracement, and this retracement shouldn't overlap, shouldn't break this previous bottom. So we have to form higher highs and higher lows. And this will be another sign with the conviction of volume that we might go higher. And from this point, as you can see, we broke this next range of support/resistance that we had a strong bounce during this sell-off. But as you can see, price doesn't respect this line because it had a breakout above this range, then breakout below, and again it moved back. And right now, I don't think that this range might be relevant. On top of that, it's quite difficult to count waves on this movement. We can barely see several waves, but they are very shallow. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And right now we are pretty much in the retracement with an extension in a B wave. And if it is the case, we shouldn't see the deeper overlap, and this means we have again roughly 515 or a bit lower range that might be the accumulation point for you with the anticipation of short-term movement. And the stop loss order should be placed right here, right below this bottom. And this movement might break previous swing highs. And I have to say that in medium-term perspective and especially in the long-term perspective, this company might easily bring you up to 3 folds on your investment. But definitely, first of all, you have to do your own due diligence and decide whether or not this asset is worth your attention. So, I think from the technical standpoint, that's it for now. We have to wait a slight pullback in order to see more confirmation points. And if you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium